I've had a lot of mindset practice that I didn't really practice before. And again, I took about a 2-year break from wrestling for some health reasons, and then began competing in January of this year. So this is going to be my 5th now back in the competition mode. And so there's been a lot of things that I've had to relearn and experience again on the mat. Talking to you has helped me a lot, because every time I step on the mat now, I'm telling myself this is just another opportunity to go practice what my life is about. And like a big part of it is wrestling, obviously. And so that's something I'm going into this weekend. It's another opportunity to score, to work on some things, and almost treat it like a video game, so I can kind of go back to that playful mindset that I feel like I compete the best in. My mindset is that, like, I'm not going to be afraid. That's for sure. Of course, I'm going to have that respect before and after the match, but during the match, we're 2 women, we're stepping on the line, and I'm going in there to pretty much fight if I have to. Every position, I'm going to look to score and be dominant. And, wrestling's so crazy. There can be one thing you can hope for, and then maybe it doesn't work out. So I'm expecting anything, but the biggest thing that I'm focused on is, what am I going to do? What am I going to do to control the match? What am I going to do to score? I'm really excited to just go in there and pretty much fight for 6 minutes.
All right, Cam, welcome to the show. Good to have you on.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm excited to be here, Gene.
Yeah, definitely. So, definitely after talking for a little bit before the World Team Trials, right? It was good to get to know you a little bit more, from the U.S. Open to the World Team Trials, and now being face-to-face, hopefully soon in person.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's been a good even month or few weeks, however long it's been. And so I definitely feel like I've gotten to know you very, very well. And yeah, it's been super awesome working with you.
Absolutely. Now RAF coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're starring the show over there. So talk about your upcoming match, who you're going up against, and how it all came. How did you even get approached by RAF? Talk about all that.
I'm going to be wrestling this Saturday in Dallas, May 30th. Very, very excited. Looking forward to the match. Had a couple connections. The Gomez family definitely put my name in there. My fiance, Jordan Alcala, talked to Izzy Martinez even after women's nationals at the NCAA Nationals. So had a couple people talking for me, and luckily it just aligned very well. I'm going to be wrestling Lucia Guzman. She's from Ecuador. She's a silver medalist, Olympic silver medalist, has, a lot of great accolades. And yeah, she's definitely someone I'm looking forward to go in there and scrap on Saturday. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited that RAF is bringing a stage as big as it is to, wrestling, because it's been under a year that they've been putting events together, and it's blown up tremendously, bringing the UFC fighters in, and, Olympic medalists and high level athletes in that aspect. So I'm looking forward to just show my personality off a little bit more. Looking forward to doing the whole fun side of the photo shoots and the interviews, and then also just zoning in on that match. So yeah, it's one match. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I'm very excited.
It has to be something that you got at least a little bit of exposure with, quite a bit, probably, with 5 national championships, 5 NCAA championships. So you're not a first timer to the limelight or to interviews and things like that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be, again, it's not a tournament. It's just that one match. So, I'm almost treating it as a fight, it's one match, it's one opponent, and I can kind of simplify things a little bit. And yeah, I'm excited for that limelight. I love being in the spotlight. I'm also more excited just to have more fun with the crowd and just interact a little more instead of being so locked in, so zoned in. So it's going to be something good to practice, that interaction. And then just once I get on that mat, zoning in and locking in.
From now until Fargo, our partners, Champion Athlete Wrestler Nutrition, the premier weight management program for wrestlers, will be offering a special Fargo nutrition program for only $350. That's $160 saving. Visit their website, champion-athletes.com, or call 800-324-1447. Yeah, definitely. I guess talk about how that plays into, I don't know, maybe some of the things we spoke about, or how maybe different lessons that we went through, or anything that stuck with you with the wrestling mindset training.
Yeah, I mean, within the month we've been talking, I believe it's been maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, I've had a lot of mindset practice that I didn't really practice before. And again, I took about a 2 year break from wrestling for some health reasons, and then um, began competing in January of this year. So this is going to be my fifth now back in the competition mode, and so there's been a lot of things that I have had to relearn and you know experience again on the mat. So going from winning my fifth national title was great. I dominated, and then I had a couple tournaments that weren't perfect, but ended up being some really great things that I've learned from and really truly have grown from. And again, the times that I feel like I've grown the most is when things don't go so perfect. So again, talking to you has helped me a lot because every time I step on the mat now, I'm telling myself this is just another opportunity to go practice what my life is about. And like a big part of it is wrestling, obviously. And so that's something I'm going into this weekend. It's another opportunity to score, to work on some things, and almost treat it like a video game so I can kind of go back to that playful mindset that I feel like I compete the best in. Because before, I feel like a lot of athletes go through this is where it's so work, 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 and go, go, go that you kind of like forget to have fun sometimes. So I feel like it was good for a while during being back on the mat for a couple months, and then I got to a serious point that I was just like not having fun with it, and so I'll be honest, like the last 3 weeks has been where I've really opened up and had the most fun and just being not so tense about wrestling. So that's, I feel like, has helped me tremendously.
That's great to hear. Who are some of the big influences on your wrestling career growing up? What age did you get started? Talk about that.
Yeah, so I started wrestling when I was 5 years old. Honestly, I didn't. I also competed in jujitsu as well from the ages 5 to 12. So I kind of went back and forth. Started getting super serious when I was 13 years old. The big names and the big faces back then were obviously like Helen Maroulis, Adeline Gray, um, Victoria Anthony. Those were like the big people I saw so many times on social media. And obviously, watching what they did, travel across the world to wrestle, was something I wanted to do. So, yeah, shortly after, I think I was 14, 15, I began to really take it seriously. And that's when I was like, wow, like I went to it was called Body Bar back in the day. Now it's just women's nationals. But um, I took second. That was the first international trip I got to go on for the cadet Pan Am team. So right after that, that really opened my eyes to how much wrestling can take you. Like that you say, people say what what drives you should be able to take you places, and I didn't understand that until my first exposure. So yeah, there's obviously been male role models as well, but obviously being a female, those are the big names that I saw a lot growing up. And even kind of being a girl that used to do jujitsu, Ronda Rousey was a huge one too. She's someone that I'd watch when women debuted in the UFC. So yeah, had a good amount of pioneers I've been able to watch, and to see it explode now is just it's incredible.
Mindset Monday is brought to you by our official sponsors, Eat Clean, bro. Make sure you order today, get them delivered right to your house, check them out, and make sure you put in your discount code MINDSET. Yeah, for sure. I mean, tremendous success because, thanks in large part to you women who've paved the way and made it even bigger.
Absolutely.
What clubs did you train out of?
Yeah, so growing up, I had a few. I originally started with, it was called YPAL when I was very, very little, YPAL in Yakima. And then we transitioned to it was called Alpha Wrestling, which was my mom and dad's MMA gym, but we had a wrestling club when I was probably middle school. And then after that, I went to Team Takedown with Tony Nunez, so that he really helped my career when I needed him at that age level. And then after that, I was under Alexi Garcia for Empire Wrestling Club. Um, and so, yeah, it was definitely the Valley, the Yakima Valley, and a lot of the Washington connections that helped grow my career. It was not just one person. It definitely took a lot of people and yeah, a lot of good training sessions to, get me to where I am today.
Yeah, it always takes a village. And then how did you get linked up with Titan Mercury? Obviously, that was our connection working with them.
Yeah, so Titan Mercury, I thought about this year because I was wondering how long I've been with them. So I'm 26 now. I signed with them in 2018. And I was at the Olympic Training Center at the time. And luckily I reached out and they reached back out to me and they signed me and they have been one of the best support systems that I've been a part of. Literally supporting my goals. Everything I've asked for, they've helped with. Um, they've been amazing.
That's great. That's great. So, what does the plan look like after RAF? When do you get to Dallas?
So tomorrow evening is when I arrive.
Okay.
We definitely have a pretty packed schedule, so it's going to be we get there Wednesday night, and then Saturday's obviously the event. So I'm definitely looking forward to everything that we have planned. After RAF, I take honestly a tiny, tiny break, and then I'm back into a lot of camps that I'm going to be clinicianing for. So I have probably 10 right now, all over Washington, New York, San Diego. So I have that's the next thing is obviously I've been so doing my own thing for this whole season. Now it's going to be this summer is going to be my time to give back to the younger kids.
Awesome. Where in New York?
Is going to be near Syracuse.
All right. I was going to say if it was because I'm right by New York City. I was going to say I'd stop in and see you, but yeah, you're going to be upstate. But that
Yeah,
would
it's
be
going to be
nice.
a little more upstate. Yeah, I'm excited. I went there last year, so it's going to be good.
Awesome. And then when are the next competitions for you that you're thinking about?
They won't be for a while. Honestly, I have a couple things planned. Obviously, still going to be training. They're probably not going to be until maybe next fall, winterish. And then obviously, hopefully, the international circuit in the beginning of like January, February. So it won't be for a little while. So after this match, I'll have a little break, but then um, obviously the more RAF events that occur, if I can get on more of those, that's the plan as well.
Wrestling parents, if your wrestler is underperforming in matches, overthinking, or losing to guys they should beat, that's not a technique problem. That's a mindset problem. Wrestling Mindset is the #1 wrestling-specific sports psychology program in the world and was the official mindset partner of USA Wrestling. Postseason is coming fast. Don't wait until after a heartbreaking loss to fix what's holding them back. Go to WrestlingMindset.com and sign up right now for your free mindset consultation.
Awesome. So what's your mindset then going in against a woman who is second in the world? What do you tell yourself before that?
Yeah, my mindset is that like I'm not gonna be afraid. That's for sure. Of course, I'm gonna have that respect before and after the match, but during the match, we're two women. We're stepping on the line, and I'm going in there to pretty much fight if I have to. Every position, I'm gonna look to score and be dominant. And wrestling's so crazy. There can be one thing you can hope for, and then maybe it doesn't work out. So I'm expecting anything. Um, but the biggest thing that I'm focused on is what am I going to do? What am I going to do to control the match? What am I going to do to score? I'm definitely not afraid, that's for sure. So I'm really excited to just go in there and pretty much fight for 6 minutes.
That's awesome. Sounds like you got the mental edge. You're saying the right things. That was partially a test for you.
I know. I was like, man, I don't want to give too much respect, but yeah, I'm excited for it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, keep up the great work, and let's get you back on sometime soon. We got to do a rapid fire questions before we leave. Okay,
Okay.
would you rather pin or would you rather tech?
Pin.
Would you rather be the favorite or the underdog?
Favorite.
Super strength or super speed?
Super speed.
Very confident or very mentally tough?
Very mentally tough.
If you could add one move to your arsenal, what would it be?
It'd be a backflip after I win. I don't know how to do a backflip, so that would be it.
And your favorite cereal?
Fruity Pebbles for sure.
It's a good pick. All right. Awesome, Cam. Great stuff. Keep up the great work. We'll have you on
Thank
again.
you so much, Gene. I appreciate it.